Okay, good morning on Tuesday. It's the start of a new vlog. I didn't vlog anything yesterday, I just had to get on with work and whatever. The car boots have stopped now for Jamie, so we're going sourcing twice a week together now. So Tuesday we're going to go sourcing. I'm going to try over the whole of this week to get 70 items. It's editing me here and I just want to laugh at my naivety of getting 70 items this week. But let's carry on for a few minutes pretending that all is well. So today I would really hope to get 35. I think we can stay out a little bit longer today because we've got an after school club booked in. Let's see if I can find 35 items, and Jamie, who is men's clothing, will probably only find about 5, bless him. Absolutely gutted because neck gauze, £6. It's covered in holes. Oh, look, it's got some writing on here. Dark, dynamic. Just holes everywhere. Good morning on Wednesday. I'm not feeling particularly too well today. I've got quite a headache. I've tried to sleep it off. It's about 11 o'clock now. I've done my parcels already, taken the girls to school. I'm going to show you some quick highlights of what I got, and then I'm just going to list 20, and that I'll be done with the day then, with the working day. Right, this is a handmade cardigan. So I don't know what the fibres are in it, but anything handmade like that, I'll generally pick it up. This was £7.50, which is like top end of what I would pay for a handmade item with no labels and no fibre tags. So I will try for about 30 on that. It's so red, it's like unfocusing the camera. This Joseph Ribkoff top, I paid £5 for that, and that should go for about 30. A Gudrun Sojan tunic, that was £6. I think that would be around about the £30 mark, I think. A Maximois, they always do like a wool and cashmere content. That was £8.50. It's got these faux fur pieces on it, but you can take the sleeve ones off, but I don't think you can take that bit off there. I've never heard of this before, John P. Grease, so I just Googled it. That was £5.50, it's linen. If I'm remembering correctly from yesterday, I think it does better in the US, but we'll see. A See by Chloe dress for £5. I did see that it had that mark there, but I think that that will come out quite quickly. I don't think it's silk, and it's obviously missing whatever cami it was supposed to have underneath, but yeah, for £5, thank you. Some good American jeans. I've never seen these before, so I didn't even research, I just picked them up. This is Khloe Kardashian's brand. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. I just thought, oh, I couldn't be bothered to check them in the shop. Let's give it a go. This is such a nice brand to find. I've only found it a handful of times before, and I feel like when I have, it's always been linen, and this is 100% wool. It was £8. I don't know how you pronounce that, but Bottega, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm excited to get that listed. This is incredible. It's just Zara. It was £4, and it is all just beads. It's really heavy. Look at that. It's just beads. I have no idea. I imagine 20, but if it's a blogger favourite when I research it, you can hear that. Ooh, ASMR. What I didn't notice is these little threads here, so I'll try and tidy that up a little bit. Make sure it's not actual damage, that all these beads are going to come falling off. This Amanda Wakely jumper, first time ever finding Amanda Wakely for £4.50. It needs a little bit of TLC. It's got makeup around the neck, and it just needs, but this is easy, debobbling. Some debobbling as well. It's got this these zip accents going down the side.
Okay, and so that is where my work week ended because everybody ended up getting sick, especially the girls. So we didn't manage to go sourcing again, so we just went sourcing that one time, and I only managed to get 28 items listed during this week. Both girls were off on the Monday, and then it continues into the following week as well, where they go back into school for a few days, and then on the next Thursday and Friday, Elsie is also off. So there is not a lot of sourcing going on, and there's also not a lot of listing going on either. However, I did manage to tidy up the garden. We cleaned our car, which desperately needed doing. So what I'm also going to do here is just add in some footage that I recorded this week going around in the charity shops. It was the first time using the Meta glasses. And then I'm just going to tie this vlog up here. So essentially it's sort of like 2 bad weeks rolled into one vlog. The following week as well, I only managed to list around about 30 items. I realise this is probably a really confusing timeline. However, just vlogging wise, this video doesn't make any sense to me. But essentially all you need to know is kids sick, not much sourcing, not much listing, sales plummeting. And to top it off, next week is half term, so I actually only have 1 day to list next week. However, we're thinking that the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, we're going to go and go sourcing every day, but with the girls. So it won't be the biggest sourcing in the world, and there will be lots of, I'm hungry, I need a wee, and that's just from Jamie. I really hope you appreciate my boomer humour there. In my September monthly roundup video, I said that I wanted to try and do 4,500 in the month of October. That absolutely won't be happening now. Looking at eBay, I'm actually tracking 2% higher for the month, which I'm very surprised at. However, Vinted, I'm definitely a couple hundred behind on the month from September. So we're just going to see how that goes. If we can do 4,000, excellent, because half of this month has just gone to waste. So I'm just going to add on some random charity shop clips here of things that I've picked up or maybe left behind. I can't remember what I've recorded. And I'll also just put in some more of the more interesting sales over the past 2 weeks, things that I've showed in videos or maybe more higher price sales.
This is a great brand. It's new with tags, it's silk. I have had one similar to this style and it didn't sell at all, so I'm going to leave that, I think. It has to be longer and more balloon-like. Wrap London dress, new with tags, £4. This is a new charity shop, so I don't know what this is going to be like. I don't know what prices things are. Sometimes I feel like when new charity shops have opened, and I've absolutely nothing to back this up other than this is just what I think happens, is that a lot of other charity shops send them stuff from their shop just to help bulk the store out, but what they send over is just all the stuff that you can see, really. I imagine all the sort of stuff that wasn't selling in their shop. And that when this happens, it takes the charity shop a good year or so
to, you know, get that flow of natural traffic of donations coming in. And I have no idea whether that's true or not, but that's just what it feels like to me. Okay, so let's take a look at some things that have sold over the past couple of weeks, which I haven't mentioned, which might be interesting, but I'm not going to go into too much in depth. I'm just going to do it from this screen here because I don't want to go into show any customer details. This Marcus Lupfer jumper, that I paid £5 for, and that sold for £35. That took around about a month to sell. This Mark Kane dress, I so nearly didn't pick this up because it can be such an iffy brand. I paid £8, I think it was, and it sold for 30 within the hour, so maybe I underpriced it. These GPJ Baker H&M trousers, unfortunately they had a hole in them. They went with a 10% offer, so for £7.20. This long Peruna skirt, that went for 23. The Joseph Ripkoff, that went for 30 as well. And this Paul Smith, that went with a 10%, so £13.50. James Pringle skirt, that went for £50. I can't remember what I paid for that, but I think it was a relatively quick sale. That Kettlewell woman's jacket, I think I was showing this on YouTube and not on Instagram. That went for £45. This Uniqlo Marimekko collab, that was new with tags. I paid £5 for it and it went for £22.50. Lucy and Yak, that sold outright at £35. The next three all went with a 10% offer, and were all fairly quick sales, I think. That bottom Kettlewell one, that might have taken a little bit longer. That white stuff had some damage to it. The sea salt dress, that sold for 25, and that sold outright and within a week or so. Some clearance item there. If I'm trying to clear an item and it's under £10, I will add the postage on top of it, then do free delivery because I think it just looks better than charging. I think when people see £5 plus £3.50 postage, it's a bit off-putting, but I think it's just better if you see £8.50. This Cheska cardigan, that went for 30. The Maximois that I showed in this video, that sold for 70. More clearance items. That Nestle, I really disliked that top. It really wasn't very nice at all. But again, I think that was a same day sale for £25, as was this Kooples dress, which I nearly left behind because I was like, Kooples doesn't sell. I think I paid £6 for that. Sold same day, £30. So I'll have to look into that again. What else have we got that's interesting? That cashmere jumper, Marks & Spencer's, I paid £12 for that. That went with a 10% offer on, so £36. And that vintage Armani that I picked up, unfortunately it had some damage on it, but it still sold quickly at 15. And then I just ran some auctions again with the £8.50 free post just to get rid of those items. Are coming up to like 2 years old now. I thought I would have sold more on that auction cycle as well, but I didn't. That Ralston had a hole in it. The Holland & Cooper, that went for £52. And let's take a quick look over onto Vinted. Those Next Morris & Co. Trousers, they went for £20.30. That Somerset is a clearance item. That Nobody's Child cord dress, that sold for £22.50 same day. Same with the Monsoon, because that's an old red label Monsoon, but it had some Angora in it, which I've spelt wrong, but it was like a Fair Isle stripe. So same day, that went for 20. That Oscar jacket, I think I paid £3 for it, and that sold for 30. Took a couple of months to sell. skinny jeans, £4.50. Just go, leave me, please. That Jules Woman top, I've had that for quite a while. That ended up going for 18. There's a Kate Moss Topshop tunic. I bought it, didn't realise it had a load of defects. Anyway, just listed it at £3 and that's gone. This Massimo Dutti jumper, that went for £22.50. That bundle of 2 items is 2 Jules cord trousers, one new with tags, one used. And that Oliver bonus skirt went for £20. Next week I will try and record us going charity shopping with the girls. It's not going to be too easy, but yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.